Could your nightly gummy be hiding a dangerous secret? That innocent cannabis edible you're using to catch some Z's might come with risks you never saw coming. Welcome to Healthy Start, your go-to channel for science-backed insights to live healthier and wiser. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for Healthy Start and ring the bell to never miss a video packed with life-changing tips. Today, we're diving into a hot topic that's got everyone talking: the surge in cannabis use among seniors and the surprising health risks that come with it. Stick with me as we explore why more older adults are turning to cannabis, what the science says about its dangers, and how to stay safe while chasing relief. Picture this: it's bedtime, and you're tossing and turning, desperate for sleep. You pop a cannabis gummy, hoping it will lull you into dreamland. For many seniors, this is becoming a nightly ritual. According to a recent New York Times article, cannabis use among adults 65 and older has skyrocketed, jumping nearly 46% from 2021 to 2023. About 7% of seniors now use cannabis monthly, up from less than 1% in 2006. That's a massive shift, driven by legalization, changing attitudes, and a desire for natural remedies. From gummies to vapes, seniors are embracing cannabis to tackle chronic pain, anxiety, insomnia, and even dementia symptoms. But here's the catch: while cannabis might feel like a miracle fix, research is raising red flags about its impact on older bodies. Let's unpack what's going on and why it matters. First, let's talk about why seniors are flocking to cannabis. Aging comes with aches, sleepless nights, and sometimes a medicine cabinet full of pills that don't quite cut it. Cannabis, with its promise of relief without the heavy side effects of opioids or sleeping pills, feels like a game changer. Take Liz Logan, a 67-year-old writer from New York. She battled crippling anxiety and insomnia while caring for her dying husband. Prescription meds left her foggy, but a 10-milligram THC gummy worked like a charm, helping her sleep without a hangover. Stories like hers are common. Dispensaries like Trulieve offer discounts to Wisdom customers over 55, and programs like Rise Dispensary Senior Center field trips make cannabis feel accessible and even trendy. It's no wonder seniors are jumping on board, especially in states where medical marijuana is legal. But here's where things get murky. While cannabis can offer relief, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution, especially for older adults. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that cannabis-related health problems are rising among seniors. Emergency room visits for cannabis poisoning, think dizziness, confusion, nausea, or even hallucinations have doubled since legalization in some areas. In Canada, after edibles were legalized in 2020, visits for seniors tripled. Dr. Benjamin Hahn, a geriatrician at UC San Diego, shared a chilling story about a 76-year-old patient who took sleep gummies from her daughter. She ended up in the ER with severe confusion, barely conscious, because the high-potency THC overwhelmed her system. Today's cannabis isn't the mild stuff from the 70s, it's loaded with THC, sometimes 10 times stronger, and that's a lot for aging bodies to handle. So, why is cannabis riskier for seniors? For one, your body changes as you age. Your liver and kidneys don't process drugs as efficiently, meaning THC can linger longer and hit harder. Add in a more fragile cardiovascular system, and cannabis can be a wild card. Research links marijuana to heart problems, especially in older adults with conditions like diabetes or high cholesterol. A study from the University of Toulouse found that cannabis stresses the heart, raising the risk of heart attack or stroke in vulnerable groups. It can spike blood pressure, mess with heart rate, and even interact with common meds like warfarin or statins, making them less effective or dangerously potent. For seniors with chronic diseases, this is like playing with fire. Then there is the brain. Cannabis can impair memory, coordination, and balance, which is a big deal when falls are already a leading cause of injury for seniors. A 2025 study found that seniors needing emergency care for cannabis use were 5 times more likely to develop dementia within 5 years compared to the general population. Now, this doesn't mean cannabis causes dementia, but it's a worrying signal. Heavy use might worsen cognitive decline, especially in those already at risk. And let's not forget cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, a rare but nasty condition causing severe vomiting and pain. Jennifer Macaluso, a 40-something cannabis user, ended up bedridden from this after upping her dose for migraines. If it can happen to her, imagine the impact on a 70-year-old with multiple health issues. Another concern is addiction. Many assume cannabis is non-addictive, but that's a myth. About 18 million Americans, including seniors, show signs of cannabis use disorder, meaning they can't quit despite harm. A Canadian study found that seniors with cannabis use disorder died at nearly 3 times the rate of others over 5 years, with higher risks of suicide, trauma, and lung cancer. This isn't about casual use, it's about heavy, chronic use that spirals out of control. For seniors who might start using cannabis for pain but end up relying on it daily, this is a real danger. And with dispensaries pushing high-potency vapes and edibles, it's easy to overdo it without realizing. Let's talk about the industry for a second. The $33 billion cannabis market is booming, and seniors are a prime target. Brands like Steezy and Cookies churn out potent products, from THC-dusted joints to vapes promising a quick high. Some dispensaries even claim their products fight cancer or glaucoma, despite shaky evidence. This aggressive marketing can mislead seniors, who might not know that a single gummy could pack enough THC to send them to the Dr. Stephen Teutsch from USC calls this a race to the bottom, where companies prioritize profits over safety. Without federal legalization, regulations are a patchwork, leaving consumers to navigate a minefield of high-potency products with little guidance. But it's not all doom and gloom. Cannabis does have benefits, especially for seniors wary of prescription drugs. Studies suggest it can ease chronic pain, reduce anxiety, and improve sleep in some cases. Harry Lebowitz, a 69-year-old from Florida, used cannabis to ditch several meds for anxiety and back pain. The key is moderation and education. Experts like Dr. Allison Moore from UC San Diego say seniors need to talk to their doctors about cannabis, not just grab gummies off the shelf. Only 56% of seniors using cannabis monthly discuss it with their healthcare provider, according to a 2024 AARP poll. That's a missed opportunity to weigh risks, like drug interactions or fall risks, against benefits. So, how can seniors use cannabis safely? First, start low and go slow. A 2.5 mg THC dose is often enough for beginners, not the 10 or 20 mg in many edibles. Second, stick to regulated products from licensed dispensaries where you can check THC levels. Avoid smoking, which can harm lungs, and opt for edibles or tinctures for better control. Third, be honest with your doctor. They can check for interactions with meds like benzodiazepines or opioids and suggest alternatives like melatonin or cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Finally, watch for red flags. If you're feeling dizzy, confused, or overly anxious, cut back and get help. It's about finding balance, not chasing a high. Let's zoom out to the bigger picture. The rise in senior cannabis use reflects a broader shift toward natural remedies, but it's also a wake-up call. Legalization has outpaced research, leaving gaps in what we know about long-term effects. Dr. Yasmin Hurd from the Icahn School of Medicine warns that high-potency THC poses unique risks for seniors, yet clinical trials are scarce. Meanwhile, social stigma makes it hard for seniors to talk openly about cannabis, even with doctors. The solution? More research, better regulations, and honest conversations. Seniors deserve to know what they're getting into, not just what the dispensary clerk says. As we wrap up, think about this. Cannabis can be a tool, but it's not a cure-all. Whether you're a senior using it for pain or a loved one helping them navigate choices, knowledge is power. The science says cannabis can help, but it can also hurt if you're not careful. So take it slow, talk to experts, and prioritize your health above all. The goal isn't just to feel good today, it's to thrive for years to come. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into cannabis and seniors. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Start, hit that bell, and stay tuned for more videos packed with practical, science-backed tips. See you next time, and here's to living your healthiest life.